Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Things might sound a little different because I did some microphone audio messing to try and make things sound better. So if things sound better or worse, please let me know. But yes, it's a 1 week anniversary. It's been very... It's been a good week. It's been a fun week. And now we're back to where it began, kind of. Hang on, I think I just need to move myself in the YouTube studio. Hello, Daku. Lovely to see you all. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yes, the first Shadowverse stream because the old one didn't get a... So I totally didn't stream without checking the save VODs button. Totally. It's just that stream just never happened. Nobody will remember PNG Kuro lost to the mists of time and the occasional Twitter post that, like, my older Twitter posts because I'm on the schedule. I'm just doing a few more adjustments. So it is an exciting Totally. But yes, on this second Shadowverse stream, we get to dive in to what? And that's okay. It seems to be working fine now. That was concerning. After all this time, it had gone like, nope, no Shadowverse today. Would have to, that would be, a bit of a problem. But yes, we have exciting times because we had a, new mini expansion come out for the new set. For those who don't know, Shadowverse, like, 2 months after a set's released, so set's released, which is like 1 month before the next set releases, they do like a, it's easy to show in the shop, even though that's technically advertising. They do an add-on mini expansion thing where they add a bunch of new cards to the pack, and then you can draw packs that have a higher chance of getting the new cards, and it's like 1 legendary and 1 gold for each class, and they usually add a new leader card to it, which is, I've never really been sure what to think about it, but it means you get this weird interesting time in the it gives a bit of life into the last month or so of a set that otherwise might just be starting to run out of steam. But yeah, I've been messing about with a few things. Though currently, new cards haven't seemed to have made that big a splash. Ash, like I was messing around, the main thing they've done is given dragons some very nice cards, like this lady, Ethica, who's very good for getting your Evo points back and being just a good AoE full, which means you can run decks that like run Jupiter and stuff and burn new neutral legendary. Actually, no, Badokatha was already in. I'm going mad, but Yeah, Last Word Shadow God it is interesting. I was messing about with a few forms of that. I'm like that. What is it looking at? Yeah, there's a new Masamune, and he's just a very good. Again, he's an easy Evo because he just auto Evos when you're in overflow, and so with the Evo point recovery, you can start running stuff like Jupiter, and because you've got Evo point recovery, you can run Badab Katha. So you can just generally got a lot more sticking power in like ramp Baja variants or like just big ramp decks. But I think Baja's ultimate Bahamut decks are probably better for more ramping. You wouldn't bother with these kind of Evo packages in a more aggressive deck, I don't think. Maybe Badab Katha, but I'm not sure. But yeah, been having some good fun with just pure ramp Baja. And it was I just shake the decks. Show the decks I've got now. This is the deck list I pulled from Ziff, who's a Shadowverse YouTuber who does like fairly good meta-analysis, and also posts like all the deck lists from the online tournaments, or specifically mostly the JCGs, which I forget what JCG stands for. It's like Japan Championship something. I don't know. But, yeah, he put, I don't know if he got this from someone else. Yeah, Ziff said, and he's good, because I'm not like someone who's usually pretty good at making decks myself. But yeah, he came up with this, Last Words Shadow deck that's built around this new card, Deathly Tyrant's Feast, which people might remember as if old Shadowverse players is a... Because all the new cards are like retrains, they're like updated versions, and this is Deathly Tyrant, a very old Shadowcraft Gold card as a spell, because it was a it was like a 4-play 0.33 with Necromancy 20 gain. Did it get +10/+10, or did it just become a 10/10? I've forgotten. Check that actually. But yeah, I'll show off this, but yeah, it's basically based around this card. You get 20 shadows, you build it up to, and then you play a Linkstaff Necromancer, or Cerberus, or anything plus Corral Souls to just hit them for a bunch of damage. And it's a Last Word shell, so that you can get, so that they actually have Storm. And it's alright. The main problem I've been finding is that if your opponent has a singular ward in play, you just lose. Like, it's got, like, in specifically this version, this is mostly unedited. I don't have 3 Chaotic Dooms, and I didn't really think it was worthwhile enough to craft a third one, because I already had to craft 3 Cerberuses for this deck. Because somehow she just hadn't shown up. But I had plenty of vials, but I don't want to spend too many. But yeah, so it's all about getting to your 10 Last Words. Consensus is mostly there for more Last Words and Shadows. Is a bit awkward because you want to keep your Shadows for Deathly Tyrant, and Konsetsu has a Necromancy effect, but it refunds because it summons 4 foxes and 2. It's not as bad, and it can still be still be very good. And also it's Gensetsu. I like Gensetsu, so I'm happy to include her in a deck, even if she's not that great a fit. I wanted to start with... There's another interesting deck that's come up from new cards, but I don't have... Actually, I can probably craft it now. I think there's other cards that I was trying to put in, like there's a third Yggdrasil for this. But this is another deck using new cards, but not the new legendary, just this fellow to get Storm, and it's a more tempo-oriented Forest deck, which is nice because Forest has been real slow for a while and real boring. But what I think is probably going to make a big splash once people figure out how to pilot it properly, or maybe after rotation, is Royal Fortress Sword. It's basically you want to play a lot of commanders so that this card invokes and auto-evolves and hits your opponent from this. Yeah, I'm kinda sad that the Anon Greya doesn't seem particularly useful compared to any of the existing rune decks. Like I think it'll probably be a pretty solid deck when rotation happens, and maybe they'll put some better Mysteria cards in. Because currently, you just don't get a big enough splash, and it's a lot of work for you're playing a very similar deck to normal spell boost. And it's but your payoff is just worse. Is it's harder to get to and doesn't actually OHKO as frequently. But it can be better in some stages. It's a lot better against the main weakness of traditional spell boost, which is the yeah, so let's have a... So what's rotating out again? That's been interesting because I think a lot of the new cards will have a really big impact. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 5. So it's Renaissance that's rotating, which is, yeah, that's a big set to rotate out. Already seeing Rowan, Luna, Miaska's Dual Blades. Yeah, all the leader retrains. Orisa has kind of fallen out, but she was still pretty solid. Mono's gone, though she's been having a nice... There's all the Machina supports going. Ewan's going. Yeah, Luna's going to be the big thing. That's the... Unless they just say, yeah, let's give you your Evo point recovery back again for some reason. Last Word's going to be a bit of a rough spot unless they print another replacement for Link Staff. Deck buff dies, but it was already dead. Machina Portal kind of dies. It was only having a bit of a last gasp, it's still alright. Devilish Diva's a pretty big loss for Wrath. Eris has kind of been phased out of a lot of not a lot of Haven decks have been using Eris these days, some control ones. Yeah, so like most card games, there's every time a new set comes in, well, some sets do it, some card games do it differently where they do it in batches, but in Shadowverse they do it so that whenever a new set comes in, the oldest set bumps out. So this set, Renaissance Chronicles, will leave rotation, and you won't be able to use those in rotation. You'll still be able to use them in Unlimited, which is just the format where all cards are allowed. Yeah, Eris can really, screw you over if you're not prepared for it, but against a lot of current decks, she just doesn't really do much. But if it works, it does tend to blow people up because, as I said, it's really hard to deal with. But a lot of decks are just a bit too... if you're going for an Eris-based strategy, a lot of decks are just too fast, or just don't care about the invincible follower. They just go, okay, that's neat, I'll just kill you. Or you're like... But, I did make a... Yeah, Master Chef leaving, Heal Haven probably... I'd made this deck fairly recently, but yeah, Heal Haven Probably okay. It only loses Eris, and I don't even have Master Chef in this deck. I can't remember why I picked this deck to have Zaltarog. Maybe it's just for higher Evo count. But yeah, this is just a deck I pulled off Shadowverse Wins. Gave a try, and I was like, eh. But yeah. So currently a lot of the top decks are almost not using any cards. Like a lot of people are just playing Evo Rally, like some variant on this deck. Because it beats things down far quickly than most things. It's like it's Evo Rally and Dirt Rune, and various forms of Evo Shadow. Like, Evo Shadow probably still be around because they still got Sonona, Susie, and Skeleton Raider, so that package is still there, but losing Luna is going to be a pretty big blow to it. Because, like, gaining that Evo point back was incredibly good for their Necromancy spending. That's like one of the best things you can do, you can get from that. But yeah, so currently there's just been a little, like, a mini shake-up that's like Baja Heel Haven or Baja Heel Forest. You know, like, I think my favorite Baja deck is probably, now that it's actually like doing okay, is Dragon Ramp, partially because it technically makes sense. You're a dragon playing a big dragon, but it's also just thank you for the follow, the Salad Pope. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Like, Automachina is leaving, that'll be a bit painful. Omnifaced is... yeah, Frenzied Courtmaster leaving is pretty big. Unless they put another rally invoke in. Yes, thank you for following Salad Pope. We're playing Shadowverse, we're just talking about cards, about what's happening in the upcoming rotation. Also looking at some of the newer cards, but I can't really do that here because I don't have all of them. But what I still wanted to do, though, before we jump into some games, is I did want to do a little bit of self-indulgent, like, deck building myself. I'm not that great at it, but I thought it would be a nice thing to do on stream. So I was thinking, still, it might not seem like a great idea, but because it's not kind of like settled, or people have kind of made it super work yet, I do want to try making Mysteria Rune. Partially just because I like Anne and Greya. And... you're one of those people. Like, I've played... the only time I like playing Wielder of the Cosmos is after you've been hit by Baja. And they've milled you. Because, then you get to... hopefully, as long as the Wielder doesn't draw you to death, then you just go off, because you can just keep playing Wielders and filling your deck of 10 Wielders, and you're just playing Wielder of Cosmoses every turn. That was a better thing to do back when Forest Baha was really popular because that deck was basically built entirely around killing you through your overdrawing rather than any kind of other, without any other backup, it just survived. Yeah, you can't Baha Wielder of the Cosmos because it just goes, okay, I've got 10 cards back in my deck, and I've probably evoed for free. I did have one case where I played like, I'd been Baha'd, I played an 8 play point Wielder of the Cosmos, and didn't draw my... I somehow managed to not draw myself to death, but I drew myself to 0 cards. But I didn't get the free Evo, and I didn't have any Evo points to spend, so I lost anyway. So that was a moment. Anyway, what I want to do to start stream is I want to kind of like workshop Mysteria. Let's see if we can make Mysteria rune work, kind of, or at least give it a try, because I don't want to just play the same decks I've been playing since the release. Hello Zen, lovely to see you here. He is making a Shadowverse deck with some new cards, with the small smattering of new cards that just came out. So first we want to get our Mysteria base. Do need to create some cards, but I don't care. I will spend these. I do have enough vials. That's good. That's good. So we pretty much have to take all the Mysteria except Chandelier. It is a card game similar to, I say card game similar to Hearthstone or Legends of Runeterra or any of those other kind of like digital card games. It's got a few twists on its own, like the Evo point system, but it's going to be easier to kind of like show it off as I play. But yeah, currently we're just doing a bit of deck building built around this new card, which is like basically you play them to get this spell, which makes a board of things that can go to hit your opponent, and then you hit them for a lot of damage. Yeah, this is definitely more Hearthstone. I know Legends of Runeterra is very much its own thing, whilst this is definitely a lot more similar to Hearthstone. It came out like a few years after Hearthstone did. It's basically mostly different because it's more anime and has but not completely, and has a it's a slightly different design philosophy. Like, Kuon is a tricky thing. So the problem with Kuon is you can't play Kuon and the Mysteria spell. Because they both put things on the board, so your additional kill power comes from Isabel. Isabel's a much nicer card to slot in. She's much more versatile than Kuon. You don't have to wait. And you're playing a lot of different spells in this deck, so it's very easy to get the 8 different spells. As for favorite crafts, I mostly play Portal and Swordcraft, and then just kind of mess about with other crafts as I go. Like, I basically like playing Rune when Anne and Greyra is involved, because that's just character things. So we've got this is like the core of what Mysteria rune needs right now. You've got to have, like, there's no option. So at this point, we just pop in some. You just got to pop in the like core runecraft spells. So let's just go back and all the way and start from 1. So we want our insights. So as this, so we basically want spells that draw cards. Mainly, probably not Birth of the Ravenous. I think our hand size is going to stay fairly large. So Dreams of Adventure, maybe. I'll come back to that one, maybe. So the thing, Sacred Bird, we'll put in for now. The problem with Sacred Bird of Wisdom is it's because it's not a spell, it doesn't get turned into a Mysteria card. So, but it's also just a really nice, what Magic Missile does, and that is a cycling spell. But yeah, we'll leave Sacred Bird in for now, and see what other we can replace. Counter Magic is always good to have, as is Story for a Lifetime, to draw more cards to get to your win con. Angel's Blessing, always good in this kind of deck. Again, more card draw. Covenant Mage is not good, because he doesn't, his Fruits of Wisdom is useless, mostly. Meandering Bolt's probably pretty good. Yeah, but it's not a spell whilst it's in your hand or deck. So it doesn't be, whilst it's still a spell and it still spell boosts, Mysteria only applies Mysteria to spells whilst that are in your hand or deck. So Sacred Bird, so since it's a follower and isn't as only a spell when you play it for acceleration, it doesn't become Mysteria. So whilst it still counts as a spell for the spell boost half of things, it doesn't count as a Mysteria card for the mysterious half of things, which is what we really need to accelerate these things. But it's still a fairly good card. And also, thank you for the follow yayifications. That's a reference to a blast from the past. Yeah, we're playing Shadowverse. I'm just doing a bit of deck building, a bit of showing off some things and explaining some things to people who maybe don't know Shadowverse that well. But yeah, it still might be good to keep Sacred Bird in because it's still like insight that also heals, which is really good, but it's something that we can cut if we can replace it with anything better. And yeah, I already explained why Kuon's not a great fit, because you can't play Kuon and then also play Majestic Sorcery, because it you don't have the board space for all the followers, and you want all the followers to maximize the damage. But that's okay, because Isabel gives us the extra damage we need. The other, I know what else we need, is the other new card, which is, it's Raining Enchanted Sword. We'll have to make one of them, which just gives us some more damage to a board. So it can, so yeah, like our forms of, so our kill power comes from the board we get from Majestic Sorcery, Isabel's both Elements of Creation, which deals 10, and also we can do get damage off from Crimson Sorcery. But we shouldn't need Crimson Sorcery that much if we've got the this thing. The one thing that does make this kind of awkward is one of your Mysteria followers is comes from this card, this spell that you get, which is a 2 play point spell that it becomes 0 cost from their effect, and that's an interesting thing. It's for the cost of the... Oh, it's just all of them, but yeah. It's just very generic, but the problem is that if they leave it up, it banishes itself, whilst Majestic Sorcery wants things that have been destroyed. Banish is kind of like exile, or I don't know what the attack or stuff, but it's basically how you remove stuff without it counting towards like your the end things. So I think what I think things I think I want to keep Sacred Bird in over other options, even though it doesn't get the Mysteria, because it gives us a little more fodder for we can feed it to Isabel is the main advantage. Like obviously, because otherwise we're just feeding our options for. I just realised I haven't put 3 Mysterias in, which means we might not have enough. Yeah, we need 3. We do need 3 Mysterias. I'm just short of Vial, so we'll save this deck and then maybe Vial some stuff, or just play some games. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and a copy of Ice Storm. So I'll take this down to 2 copies, and have 2. Yeah. 2 Ice Storms, I think, is good. We can always adjust it later. But, yeah, so we've got a decent amount of card draw, so we just need to get some vials. So we'll save this deck for now. Yeah, so we can either go liquefy some cards now, but I did just do a big liquefy. And honestly, searching for cards to liquefy during a stream was kind of boring, so hopefully we can just... Well, I'd say let's just play some games and hopefully get some rewards soon. And maybe we'll come back to the deck after... We'll come back to the deck after... Actually, I don't need to double check. Do I have no, I don't have enough points to. One of the weird things that Shadowverse has is these are temporary, in quotes, cards, but basically every day you get a mission that gets you 400 of these gems, and you can trade. And when you have 3,500 of those gems, you can trade them for any legendary card, but only 1 copy of each, and it's technically a temporary card, so you can't like trade that in for vials to craft cards with. But yeah, they're called temporary cards despite not being temporary, but you can also get temporary cards that are temporary, which is a little confusing. But not from there. You usually get temporary cards from the temporary free decks they give you at the start of every new set. But yeah. Actually, this is a good chance. Rather than doing a game, let's do a let's go into a bit more deck building and do a do one of their arena modes. And a good way to get one of the nice arena modes that's a good way to get like cards for hopefully a specific class you want is Open 6. Which is you build a deck made up of 30 plus cards using cards you've obtained from open card packs, and you keep card packs except from one. You get you get 6 card packs. 5 of which are just card packs that you open and you get those cards. 1 of which is a phantom card pack, which is made of... entirely legendaries and golds, but you don't get to keep the cards. But if you win enough matches, if you win 4 out of the 5 matches, you get to keep a gold card, and if you win all 5, you get to keep one of the legendaries. And all the cards will either be neutral cards or cards from the class you've selected. So hopefully we can get Runecraft, which might not... Hey, and there's a Mysteria there. So, whilst if we wanted to win a lot of matches, it probably would be better to pick Portal or Sword, because this is going to be a very weird deck. Like, if the deck turns out to be arse, I'll just skip the matches and just take the cards we get. But this will give us exclusively Runecraft cards, and since we, hopefully... So if we're lucky, we'll get a couple of legendaries, just in the normal packs. But you never know. So we get to do a little bit of pack opening here. So you get this nice little animation whenever you open packs. Okay, well, Craig is a card we already have 3 of, but Vials is Vials. Okay, so we didn't get any of the new cards, but we're probably getting a decent amount of Vials from these packs at least then. Yeah. We'll probably get enough Vials. Yeah, we got an animated Ivella, I've already got loads of those. So, yeah, I don't think... Honestly speaking, I don't think this deck is going to do well, so rather than... I don't really want to play that deck on stream, so I'm just going to leave that there because we've got the card packs. Basically, we just did that to get some card pack, get 5 card packs, and then yeah, we got a decent, which in this case was mostly just Vials, but yeah, it looks like some form of Dirt Rune, but I don't really want to. I think it won't be a very fun thing to play. I don't really like playing. I don't really have many thoughts playing Open 6. It's usually just messing about, because I usually just do it to get the card packs, and then like, maybe I'll get one of the legendaries. But what this means is I don't like. There is a if I craft now, there is a chance that I do win that pack and then I get one of these Mysterias that I'm about to craft. But on the other hand, I don't think that deck's going to win 5 matches. I really don't. But I'm just going to burn all my Vials and make this deck because I'm on stream and I want to have fun content for people and not boring content. And I don't think trying to play that Open 6 on stream like that is going to be fun. So where's the card sleeve I want? As you can see, so many collabs, so many sleeves. It's a nightmare to click through them all. Then you get the god-awful... It's like, oh, look at all these pretty arts that they've ruined with the god-awful anime banner. Bastards. So, anyway, I need to go all the way back because I went past it, because I've got to have the Mysteria Friends sleeves. So, let's see how this deck holds up. Probably not great. Statistically, we're probably going to get our face kicked in by a Swordcraft deck. But we might not. Then we get Forestcraft, so might have a chance depending on what kind of forest they're playing. It's like, really? Okay, so we've got Mysteria in our opening hand, which is really good. I think I want to put away the Angel's Blessing, keep the Insight. Always good to keep Insight. Especially, like, this is a pretty good opening hand, because we get an early... We have, 2 Craigs. So even though this isn't Mysteria yet, it's not really worth saving it. It's still good to get the spell boosts on, even if it's only 1 rather than 2. But we get a Mysteria on 3. And we don't really want to play Sacred Bird as a follower, especially when they don't have any boards, so we're just going to pass, and then we'll just can drop our Mysteria on turn 3. We don't really need the Evo to reduce its cost. And we've got a story of a lifetime if we want to get rid if this we don't have a bird to play. We're in a decent enough spot, though our hand's not super great, so I'll probably story either this Raining Blades. Okay, so they're playing a tempo-based Evo sword. That's pretty good. Insight into. I think we discard this Sacred. No, we discard because we can play the Sacred Bird. I think we discard one of these Raining Blades. It's possibly not the best idea, but at this point we really want to dig for Anne and Greya more than anything. And we'll have Craig. We can play Craig next turn. One of these Craigs next turn, and he's just nice to have. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely like probably built around Tamlin. I'd imagine there's they're invoking. Yeah, they're getting their rain. We'll see if they're also playing Whirlwind. So this is fine, we can deal with this pretty easily. Yeah, so they're playing Whirlwind Assault. And so I kind of wish I still had. So we'll start by just pinging off that shield. Oh, that's great. So now we play. I've realized I've screwed this up, but let's see which one counter magic hits. That's not great, but it's fine. We want to save some stuff for after Anne and Greya has been played. Though we are in a bit of an awkward spot right now because we really want something to fuse to Isabel, so really hoping we can draw like another. Ooh, this is going to hurt. They're going to this is not great. Like we can fuse so they're gonna hit us for 5. That's okay, we've got things like it's really awkward though, because I really want to play this Craig, but I also really need something to fuse to Isabel, but I think we'll wait until next turn to play Anne and Greya, so let's hope that we get good stuff off this. Oh yeah, we've got the Ice Storm, which is perfect. So if we just... yeah, I think we just counter magic. And then... yeah, this is a really awkward, but hopefully starting next turn we'll do our Anne and Greya thing and get rolling on that. As we'll have a bunch of spells, but yeah, I can see why this deck isn't holding up too well. I think it requires a very specific draw. Not good, not very good at all. Oh, so they're starting with their Whirlwind Assaults, but it's not. It's, yeah, so, it's beginning that Evo zone. But, Yeah, so next turn we play Enhanced Anangrea, which can... Ah, that's actually quite that's actually pretty good for us. Oh no, it doesn't last the whole turn. Ah, shit. That's the problem. So we want to play this. That's a decided thing. So the problem is we want this to die, but if we just play it and hit them and just trade it off, it'll banish instead, which is not great. And that only deals 5, but we do need... So I'll start with this, which is actually the worst. Why did I do that? I'm so fucking dumb. So now we have to do this because we're idiots. And hope that they kill it is pretty much our it's pretty much our hope at this point. So we have to hope. Nope, they're going to banish it. They're going to banish it. No, they're going to banish Anangrea. Yeah, we're just screwed. We are so absolutely screwed. If we don't draw another Anangrea, we have just lost. But at least this being here means we've got some defense. And they've got it back with Fairy Healer. This is so bad. I can really like. This is they've got a very good setup at just stopping us from doing stuff, which really sucks. But at least we're not taking 6 damage, unless they do want to kill this. Which they might still do. They might think it's still worth. Like. Yeah, no, okay. But, yeah, this is really quite bad. So, let's start with... No, we want more cards. Okay, that's good. That's very good. We want that. We want to fuse that, because we need... Quadra Magic. What's it close to? So, once we... Magic Missile... So you can Magic Missile, then Ice Storm, and then we drop the Quadra Magic even though it's not clearing anything because we want the spell boost. So at this point, we just really want to draw another Anangrea somehow. We can draw that and get them killed, then we're golden. But that's a big if, and they're going to make that very hard. And they're playing a lot of things. They're going to hit us in the face with a lot of storm because they've got, and they're going to ping off our shield. Yeah, really not great. Not great at all. Even if they hit us for a lot of damage, we can still kind of... Yeah, I can see why. We never drew any Hanas, so we don't have that either. Okay, that wasn't too scary. But they are, like, getting to a point. Okay, that's good. We want that. This is a... I'm going to... We don't really have great options for discarding, but it's probably Isabel. There we go, there's our additional Anangreas, but we need to what's it will? This is also really awkward. Not great. Fuck, it's hitting the wrong things. Well, I think we're probably dead, because I screwed up. That was a absolute awful turn. Okay, at least the damp, it's just, they're just going to play Whirlwind Assaults and, kill me. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, no. I don't think this deck's that great. I probably should have burned the Raining Blades, but they probably had another way to ping off my shield. I needed a way. I needed the right things. Like that banishing my Anangrea really is what really hurt me there. But I'm gonna give it another go. I'm gonna play one more game, and we'll see if there's any tweaks we can make to the deck, or if the deck is just kind of screwed until rotation happens. But I want to give it a try. I want to give it a chance. That might just be that game might just have been so this is also a pretty good starting hand. I'm gonna keep Hana, but not anything else, so no. Okay, so no Mysteria, but we've got 2 Hanas, which is good. So the main thing we have to worry about against Bloodcraft is them just killing us before we can do anything. Because they're almost certainly playing mono, because they've got the mono. They're playing the mono leader, and they're so turn 3. It's almost always best just to play Angel's Blessing, because if you're going first, because there's just not much else happening. Yeah, this is almost it's mono blood. They've got Ironland's Remains. It's like, you can almost always tell if someone's using the mono leader and they're playing anything and they're not immediately handless blood, they're playing mono blood. They're not doing anything else. So we want to play Mysteria here, we don't really want to save the Evo. And then we play this to cut some HP, because we're getting hit 2 each turn. And then we just give them a little pop. Probably should have bumped Itsurugi maybe. Okay, Metatron. That's a bit of a pain, but manageable. And if they leave Hana up, I can evolve it. I forgot about this Evo. Oh no, yeah, we've got this Evo effect, so completely forgot they do this. So we'll probably play this Anangrea on 5. So we can, because we don't want to dawdle too much by trying to wait until turn 7. Because if we wait until turn 7, we'll probably just be dead already, because they're going to mono combo us to death. Also, this is fine because we can just play Anangrea, and we Evo for the board clear and heal. I also forget, the enhanced reduces the cost of that by 5. I keep forgetting about this part that it is. Okay, so they've got their permanent vengeance. What does he do on Evo again? He can attack. Yeah, he goes to a 9/9 and can attack 3 times per turn. This is the board clear option mainly. Doesn't bother us too much. So we've got that one. So mostly we just want to counter magic is pretty good. So yeah, currently we're just playing out cards in our hand. We haven't drawn Isabel, which is a bit of a problem. So we want to keep like Mysteria and Hana in hand, so that we'll keep this Mysteria in hand so we have Isabel fusion materials when the time comes. But we're mostly safe from getting womboed by mono at the moment. And also their Mr. Fusion Man, though we've not played a board that Doomlord's particularly strong against, even if they play Doomlord right now. It's like, what does it do? It does no damage to me because I've got counter magic up. So they'd have to have a ping as well. Playing Deceptive Shapeshifter now. Interesting. Okay, so that's the way of pinging off my shield. So, unfortunately I don't have another shield, but I do... but I think this is the best thing. I've just overdrawn one of the spells, didn't I? Whoops! I am so dumb. We have to leave... that was really dumb. Oh, fucked up! Okay, we've got another one. But I think we're dead. I think we are. They might just be softening us up, in which case we're fine. It doesn't look like a mono play, but it might still be one. Shit, I think we're dead. Yeah. That's just showing off, using both. Absolutely no reason to do that. Yeah, I'll let them do their combo, but yeah, nope. Very dead. I don't think, like, nothing we did that, so our complete fuck up didn't really matter. We did anyway. So I think, friends, I think the deck's just bad. I don't think, like, I'm trying to think of how we could possibly salvage it, but I really don't think it's possible. It's just worse compared to any other alternatives in Runecraft right now. Like, I think both Spell Boost and Dirt are just way better. But hopefully, when rotation happens, you'll get Mysteria good because they're fun. But yeah, I was also so me being an idiot didn't help, but it was still not great. Still, I don't think it would have changed anything. I think even if we played smart, we were still very dead to mono combo. Because we just couldn't put like, even if we had, like, they had more damage. Yeah, they just need a better Mysteria followers, so you don't need the because Craig and Hannah, like, what you need is a way to be able to do a lot of storm damage without relying on the Anne summoning follower getting destroyed. Which I think is really weird. It's really annoying that that's how it banishes itself. So if you don't, like, kill it yourself through charging it into something, or your opponent doesn't kill it to push through damage, it doesn't get to be put into the pool, and that's 5 damage off your kill turn. So let's play a deck that I've actually been doing okay with. Might not also be top tier, but I've think. What is with the network connections today? Just lots of shit happening. So yeah, for anyone who's, like, new following new streams, I have that kind of demonstrated a little bit of Shadowverse, even though I was playing a very weird and deck. So let's play Baja Ramp, which is my favorite form of Baja. So up against Portal Craft. Could be a lot of things, really. Like there's the big strength. I need to change out these bloody anime card sleeves, even if they are kind of pretty. But yeah. Portalcraft, I think this Portalcraft player is playing artifacts based on the random observation is that they have the default card backs, which means this is a deck that they've just copied from somewhere. Oh no, it's Resonance. That actually works out pretty well for us. Resonance works out pretty well because you don't particularly have particularly large hand sizes as a ramped Dragongraph deck, as it's just a card this is a deck so yeah, it's Resonance Portal. They've just copied something off the JCGs, I'd imagine. Thunder God of the Tempest in your Resonance Portal deck. Interesting. Interesting. So we can Baja. We'd kind of want to save this for Evo point refunding, but we really need to kill Rosa before she becomes a problem. So it's better to just... We didn't need to Baja to kill her, but this means that she's got 2 HP, and I've used the Baja, and when you can cast a Baja in a Baja deck, you should use it. It's just good. Good stuff. This is a weird... What is this deck they're playing? So it's Resonance Portal. That was a lucky shot. It's Resonance Portal with Tyel. What? Okay, so here's a fun thing we can do. Is we can Evo, and now because we're in, you will bump him, and then we play Etiquette to regain that Evo point and trade off that. Yeah, this is a weird Portal deck with Iron Hero and Tyel in it. Weird, 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 weird. But we should be reasonably favored against that because we can as long as we can hit Bahamut relatively quickly. What's our play point counter? We want to we've spent 50 play points as soon as possible. So they are hitting Resonance 10 pretty quickly, but not right now. And they've played 2 Yuans, so that's not so scary. You've got a lot of healing in hand. So I'm not too worried. Okay, so they've hit 10 Resonance. But they hit it at the end of turn, so they didn't get the invoke. So that hurts a lot, but it's okay. Okay. I'm gonna do this thing because, ooh, yeah, I can do that, and then that, and that's a lot of play points we've played this turn. We're on 38, so we can probably, hit Bahamut. Hit Bahamut next turn. And they played 2 Yuans, so that's a lot of their burst damage is kind of out already. Like, Phylene probably could have disrupted them a lot. And they've drawn... Plus they drew all their Yuans. So that's gonna hurt a bit, but we are healing the damage he's dealing. Gilius! What is this deck? What is it doing? What are you doing? What does Gilius even reanimate? That seems like not a great idea. I'm not going to... What is... Yeah, this is a... Like, it's not a randomly built deck, it is definitely... Let's see, so can we get a... We can't get to 6 Evos, but we can, Yeah, this deck is so weird. So I don't want to risk them suddenly blowing me out. So how many play points do we need to use to hit Baja? We need to play 12. Which I don't think we can do this turn with what we have in hand. We'd need to have at least one Baja or Terra Venus in hand to hit 12. Because Jupiter doesn't refund 4. Jupiter is only really adding... We hit 11 is maximum we can play this turn. So what I want to do is heal, mainly. I want to get that to... Can I hit 12? I'm doing this regardless, because I'm just scared. Yeah, what play order do I have to do to hit 12, or have I fucked it already? Sorry, I don't see it, and I don't want to, I just get that. It's not great. Yeah. The problem, you say I can hit 12, and then I'm like, I can't see it, and I don't have time in the turn, so I panic. Yeah, that's whatever. I don't really care about that. Like, 2 of my followers have Bane. I've got active Jupiter. So I'll hit Baja this turn. So like this is no problem. So we just want to Eva the pig and mass. I didn't think about evoing the pig on board. Ooh, that's a pretty thing. So we want to trade filing to make some space. How many more play points do we need to use to hit? So we've got 50, so might as well hit Dragon Oracle. And we don't want to play anything else really. So that was very good. Doesn't matter what this. Might as well play it. Get a big board. Thankfully, we still have one Bahamut in the deck, so that didn't completely screw us. That would have been very funny if we're like, yeah, we just draw all the Bahamuts. I don't think Fudo's gonna help you a lot here. Yeah, that you can kill the Bahamut, but their deck is built around drawing cards, and I don't care about their like actual board state. Like them playing their deck just kills them faster. That one doesn't. I can see why Einherjar is in the deck. Yeah, there's a lot of. Why is Fudo in your Resonance Portal deck? That's so weird. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This game's basically over. I'll just heal. Need to put at least one Baja back in our deck. Might as well get a free Evo on Ceylon. Yeah, this is... I have no idea what kind of weird ass version. A kind of weird ass version of Resonance Portal they're playing that has Fudo and Gilius. Like, what's the... Yeah, I don't see how... I'm really... We see, this doesn't matter because now we just hardcast our Baha. Yeah. Oh, it's not randomized because it's too consistent to be randomized. It's very much Resonance Portal. But it's just got a bunch of weird inclusions that... They're not even like cheap weird inclusions. So it doesn't make sense for them to be playing filler cards because the only cards they... Because they're running all the like... basic cards. They're running a full set of Gilius. So yeah, no idea where that deck came from. Gilius is a card I'm not entirely sure why he was put in the mini expansion. It's just, he's weird. There's not enough like you can play him with the current Machina stat and it's alright, but it's just not. Yeah, there's probably some really weird one-hit Oko combo, or just some really weird burn that doesn't really work when your opponent against my deck that has a bunch of healing, and also when Baha invoked straight up kills you because he has to his deck is built around drawing cards. So again, going against Dragoncraft. So this might be the mirror, it might be it might be So we'll keep these because we want to ramp. Always keep ramp, even if it's kind of clunky ramp. But yeah. Weird, 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 weird. Okay, so, like, Dragoncraft not having Turtleways. I'm going to play this Julianese here. Because I want to save Phylene for when we have, for when we're in Overflow, so they don't have a ramp on 2 or anything to play, so that's pretty good for us. So they're almost certainly playing a very similar deck to what we're playing. But if they don't have ramp here, they're pretty far behind. Like, I'd imagine they'll probably play Ceylon. They're playing Ceylon now. That's a bit weird. Just to heal and get that title tyranny. That is very strange. We want to save our Ceylon though, so rather than I'm just going to use this Ethica to trade. It's our first one. It's fine. I don't really want to commit Phylene, especially because Phylene will be active next turn, because we'll you can Ceylon Evo Phylene and put some pressure on their ability to like ramp. So yeah, they're not. Why did they use that Ceylon then? If they don't have, do they have another Ceylon in hand? Very strange. Oh, they got Metatron ramp. I still don't think it was a good idea to burn that Ceylon though. Like, that's the heal and get your title tyranny, but then you don't get ramp on your next turn. Oh, that's better than Phylening. We want Evo. This is the question, do we value a card or free Evo? I want to use the Evo, I want the card. So we give up the free Evo, but we got an extra card, and I think that's important, that's useful. Yeah. So they're running Stay in Paradise to fetch Sealong and what else? Who's their other festive card? What other festive cards is some... Okay. Okay. Might be Springs, yeah. I don't really want to Evo these Burries. I'll probably have to Evo Eileen, which is fine. So I'll do that, yeah. I think I will play Jupiter here. So I don't really need the healing or the play point recovery. And play Jupiter. We'll get rid of it. Ah, fuck, I miscalculated. I should have... oh well. And... it's okay. It's okay. You can still remove this while still having a fairly solid board. So yeah, fucked up a little. But, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine! It's fine. It's just streamer things. So what's our play point count at? 31. So depending on what we draw... maybe if you double up on the Terrafinus, we should be able to invoke Baja. Like that's 7, 14... yeah, that's way more than we need, so... yeah, we can get invoke Baja next turn and what one? So this is hard to keep track. And we're only on turn 7, so invoking Baja on turn 7 is pretty good. And I have no idea what my opponent's deck is doing. It's very confusing. Weird decks at this hour. Weird decks. So whilst they're thinking, I'll kind of explain this deck to people who don't know Shadowverse. Why did they do that? What? What the fuck? I'm so confused. I'm just playing cards. Playing out my hand. Yeah, I played against a Jerry deck, like, yesterday, I think. Weird times indeed. Like, some of these aren't even, like, using new cards, they're just weird decks. What's this? Is Shadowverse Sunday just a weird time? Are other streamers playing weird decks? But I don't see how my opponent can recover from this. They're not playing Baja. They're not, I don't know what their win con is. OTK? No, OTK would have done other things by now. Think. Because OTK wants to kill you with Infiniflame Dragon. Don't know what they're doing. Really don't know. I'm just at a loss. This is such a... These last two games have just been very, very strange. Metatron, okay. You have a ward. Yeah. So it's got Ultimate Baja in the deck. And Vardab Kartha. So that's why they evoed last turn. What's their play point counter? 39. Oh, that's perfect. It's just, oh no, not quite perfect. They have slightly more, so I'm going to get rid of one of these with Jupiter. Maybe we'll get a card that helps us kill, who knows? Nope, we get another Guiding Bellringer. Maybe we should have traded in the Guiding Bellringers so it doesn't... Yeah, probably should have traded in the other Guiding Bellringers. Thing is, I'm gonna play this. Because... Yeah, they're only on 39, so they even if they get Invoke Baja this turn, they're still... No, if they Invoke Baja this turn with a Terrafinus on board, I think I have kind of screwed myself over. But they might not have Terrafinus in hand, or they would have played it already? So I might have obliterated all their Terrafinuses? This is the problem when you play against weird decks, is it makes you stupid. It makes you... Yeah, they need Terrafinus to equalize against me. Against my very poor decision. I should have traded in Bellringers to draw cards. That was a mistake on my end. Because they have Baja. Baja is in their deck and they can stave off, Yeah, that's the thing, you can use Baja to stave off Baja. Actually, no, because he invokes. Never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. Okay. So, they're not Baharing me. They're not Terrafinusing me. They're clearing my board. Yeah. But they're not Terrafinusing. They're... trading. That was... Are they... Oh no, they're not trading, they're not that stupid. But I get to keep a board, is the thing. Yeah. Oh, fuck, I've absolutely screwed myself over. Wait. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm absolutely, completely stupid. Why did I... Oh, yeah, I've completely... Come on, give me something. Okay, okay, is there a way for me to not die here? Yeah, I completely threw that. Oh, that was very dumb of me. I just had a complete... See, that's what people all do. They play weird decks that make me think that make me stupider. I'm being counterpicked by being dumb. But yeah. I should have traded in the Bellringers before. I wasn't thinking about their Baja because I completely forgot. So let's play a bit of a different deck. So I like this deck. I like this Royal Fortress Swordcraft deck. And let's show off a bit more of a yeah, I hurt myself in my confusion. What was that other festive card though? Were they just running Dragon Springs? I guess they must have been running Dragon Springs because it refunds play points. And we're up against Forestcraft. So far every Forestcraft has been some form of tempo Forestcraft. But, you know, I think my opponent was playing like a normal deck, but they were playing very weirdly, and I just lost because I made a massive misplay. Like, I can kind of understand how their deck is built. It was a very similar deck to mine, but they just didn't draw Terra Venus for whatever reason. So we want to keep Frenzied Courtmaster, and we also want to keep... If we're keeping Frenzied Courtmaster, I don't think we're keeping Monochrome Endgame. Maybe we should have kept the other one there. Okay. Yeah, we want to play. We want Rally and we want Commanders, so we play the cat. We do not save the cat pilot. Like, yeah, they can kill it, but that's fine. That's okay. We're just playing a 1-1 on 1. Interesting, interesting. What do we play against that? That's not great. Drawing all our Frenzied Courtmaster is pretty bad. I'd say. Not great, not great draw. And they had another Blast Fairy. So this is not going. This is not going great. It's in fact going really badly. Oh, we've just... I think we got a bit screwed in the draw. Let's see what's it's such a... It's such a bad draw. That's fine, we don't have any effects, but I think we are a bit screwed. Ugh. You know what, I think we've lost this just because we drew like complete arse, but let's see, can we save ourselves? Can there be a 2-drop that saves us? No, Bumpkin Recruit does not save us because our rally count is 1 too short. Oh, that was such an awful... We really needed some more proactive draws there to not just let them steamroll us. That was really bad. Okay. We'll keep on. Okay, this is we don't really want to keep Erica this early, but we do want to. We're going second, so I'll keep Tatsukumi. Royal Summons on 1 is usually not a great start for Sword. Okay, this is pretty good. This is a much better start. This is the kind of card we wanted on that last game. That's kind of annoying unless we draw our own, but even if they get a bit ahead of us, we get double blade rights next turn. Oh, next turn, but on turn 4. Leod! Interesting. Not much I can do about Leod right now. Can preserve... We want to play commanders. We just heal a little bit. Leod clears both of these off. But yeah, that's fine. I see your blade, your normal. Oh my god! Look! I get to do the same turn, but better. So they're probably playing a form of commander sword as well if they're running blade rights. It may... No, because Hero of the Hunt wouldn't really do anything because my rally count isn't high enough to give me the... My rally count wasn't high enough to give me the shield and Leod has ambush. So there wasn't really any way for Hero of the Hunt to help me that was worth using. So we don't fully clear their board, but we do get 3 evos in 1 turn and massively increase our rally count. But yeah, Hero of the Hunt wouldn't have done anything because we can't hit Leod with it. Oh, and they just gave up. Double blade rights on turn 4 is pretty spicy, don't you know? Hack ticket and some money. How does it hit Leod? It's a targeted spell, it's not random. I can't hit Leod with Hero of the Hunt. It's not random damage, it's targeted, and he has ambush. That does not work, my friend. There was no way I had no options. You know, the Hero of the Hunt is a targeted spell. Okay. So this is very much mono blood. I'm calling it right here, right now. This person is playing mono blood because they have the mono leader. Yeah. If they're playing handless, they're a traitor. Also probably post on Reddit. I'm being a bit mean, but Reddit loves mono. Reddit loves mono so much. I'm just like, sure. I think Tetra's better. I mean, this doesn't prove it's mono, but it does, like, this is almost every single thing. So as much as I'd like to save Luminous for, why we want to kill Vania, we don't want to let them build up too much of a board, so just trade off. I'd like to save that for 4, but we got Blade Rights anyway, which is better. So what are they entering, what are they entering Vengeance for? What's your deal there? Don't really want to, I think I just play one of these Octreases. There's a 3/3. curious what they're entering Vengeance for on this turn. Possibly to fuse their Doomlord, maybe? Or play another Vania? But I've also just seen people playing this Mono Blood very weirdly, like, why? I guess to draw a card? But, do you really not have any better options? It's so strange. Anyway, because they didn't, little Evo. Yeah, I guess they're just cycling it for cards, but, this means we can do this, this, and this. And they'll be in Vengeance anyway, so I think I will go for the just incredibly aggressive approach of just pushing them in, because it doesn't matter if they're in Vengeance, what HP they're at, because they've currently got a Vengeance effect active this turn. And it only really matters once they hit turn 6. So now they're actually making use of that Vengeance proc that doesn't make mana difference because I put them down anyway. It's a bit awkward because it does mean they can Doomlord on... But I might just be able to straight up kill them this turn. Let's see, so Erica is 4 plus. So let me just try and do a bit of maths here. Erica is 4 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Erica's only 7. That's a bit annoying. So not going to Erica. Can we get? So I'm going to do... I want the free Evo. So we will take... I may as well take Vampires. It doesn't actually matter which of these. So they're going to Doomlord next turn, almost certainly. Either Doomlord or kill me. Ah, fuck this up by not, fucked up a little. I'm gonna goblet myself rather than Kitty Sergeant. Just gonna trade that for a card. So that was a bit of a misplay. I miscalculated, I got to things, but if they don't Doomlord this turn, they're not Doomlording this turn, which means they're almost, unless they heal a lot, they're almost certainly dead. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're just doing their Urias turn, which doesn't heal them any. In fact, it damages them. Yeah, they just damages them for 1 point. Should have played your Aura first, buddy, because you are now dead. I'm going to BM a little bit because... Thank you for the follow, Otazane. We're about to destroy a man. Or a woman. Destroy a robot girl. Behold! Lots of damage! Yeah. They really needed to have Doomlord on that turn. Like, because I had even more damage in hand. There's other things, so I don't think they really did not have the breathing space to Urias there. But yeah, welcome, What's Zen? I'm Kurosami, this is my channel, we're playing Shadowverse. And I'm playing some Commander Sword, which has yet to actually do its gimmick because people just... I've had one really bad game where I just drew complete arse, and everyone else has died before I've had a chance to actually do the gimmick of the deck. I guess it's just showing how, like, Swordcraft is just really strong right now. Okay, so we don't want to keep Royal Fortress. Against Swordcraft itself, I don't want to keep Frenzy Core Master, but we do want to keep a 1-drop. So this is pretty good. We don't really want to play Radiant on 3 though. We'd rather save Loomis until 2. But Luminous on 2 is also really good for keeping board pressure up. Musketeer's Vow is pretty good. Is a pretty good draw. It's just giving things rush is good. They've got that Luminous Lancer, which we'll probably trade unless we get a better option. Okay, so we can play. Right, we don't want to leave Luminous Lancer on the field because if they get rush on all their stuff, then we are in a bit of a pickle. Okay, I think we play this. We don't want to kill that and present a bit of a stronger board, so I think it's fine to do that. So we're already at 5 commanders played. So that's so we're doing pretty well on that front. We don't have a lot of card draw in hand, but we should be able to pressure enough with Musketeer's Vow. So that is a bit of a... So I think for the... That's pretty good to draw. But yeah, I think for our Musketeer's Vow options... I want to be fairly defensive, I think. Like, I don't see... Like, I want to be able to clear both of these things, so it's either Aramis and Porthos or Aramis and Athos. Or Porthos and Dardadan. Yeah, I think I'll go for... What's my rally count at? Rally count's at 7, so I'm not invoking this turn. So I think if I'm not invoking Porthos, I think I'll go a bit aggressive. So we can evolve him to bump, so we can bump that, and we'll kill that at the end of turn, and then just deal 3 damage. So I think we've got a fairly aggressive hand. What's our commander counter? We're still only at 5 commanders, which is not ideal. So we'll have to hope that Radiant Luminous pulls us something useful. They're just doing the same turn they did last turn. But so can we. So that's a bit of a problem. They've rallied a lot faster. Frenzied Core Master doesn't do anything, so we kind of have to go Radiant Luminous. It's not ideal. What do we get? We get Blade Rights. Blade Rights is not great, but it... We want to get rid of that because otherwise they get just free Evas. And then we play Blade Rights to get a board. Luminous being in play doesn't make too much of a difference right now. Because their main turn 6 play is monochrome, and everything will have rush anyway from that. Or like that, which Luminous Lance also doesn't affect because it only gives officers rush, and they're officer evos anyway. So that's a fairly aggressive evo. So the problem is my opponent is going to have their fortress before mine. So we can at least ensure they don't have a ward, so they're being fairly defensive. So this is not great. I don't really... Like, if it wasn't for their Frenzied Course Master, I could kill. Which really sucks. Actually, I might still be... I think I can still kill. Yeah, I think I kind of I'm just going to go for it, because otherwise if I think too much I'm going to run out of time. Oh no, because I'm evoing Erica. I can't punch through that. No, I can't kill. I have to. So, I have to do this play. This sucks, but maybe I will be okay. There are a few... Like, Fortress on its own doesn't kill me, and then... My only problem is I don't have anything to pilot the Fortress in my hand now. Okay, so that doesn't kill me, it just hurts a lot. So if I can draw... So depending on what I draw... If I draw any commander, I win. Literally any commander in my deck. Come on, come on. That's not quite a commander. I'm gonna do... No, Erica doesn't kill. So, come on, a commander. Any commander in the deck. That's not any commander in the deck. I'm screwed. Absolutely fucked. Yep, no, I've just lost. All I needed was any commander. I didn't draw any of them. Or to have drawn that Musketeer's Vow first. Then I could have played it on Enhance at least, installed, and survived a bit long and had a bit of a chance. Is there any kind of So we've had a bit of an up and down weird day today of people playing weird decks and also just having bad games. I'm feeling maybe I'm just feeling a bit off, or maybe I'm just... It's just streaming times. But, yeah, is there anything anyone wants to see? Or would people be interested in doing some... Would chat like to, have a swing at me? Me, the very average Shadowverse player. And, hopefully. Nothing's here. What's, what the chat doing? What you want? Anything you want to see? Anything do you want to do? Do you want to play some private games, or maybe see me try doing whatever the fuck I was attempting to do with that Open 6 deck? Okay. Okay, I'll play you, Daku, and I hope I will. I hope I can trust you enough to not be watching the stream whilst you're in the match. But it's casual matches, so I don't really care enough. Get our login bonuses. Get our free daily pack, because they've got that going on right now. Da 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 da. Right, so I guess I'll just put that's fine, Caitlin. That is fine. So let me know when you're on, Jaku, and I'll make the room, and then. And then I'll make the room, because I mean, it's unlikely. Okay. I'm hopefully think I'm in a low enough player count that that no one's gonna snipe the match ID. So if someone joins and they aren't new Daku, please let me know so I can kick them out. Yeah, boot, the bootcom, but yeah. Okay. And so no one's sniped the code already, so there's the advantages of being a small streamer playing a game that actually Shadowverse is fairly popular, but yeah, it means I don't have to like hide the match ID or DM it to specific people. Just be like, hey, you want to join? People will first probably be chill. Okay. I could trace an icon. Well, I'll assume Daku has turned the stream off. I'm going to what did I put in this artifact? This is yeah, let's play some artifacts. Because artifacts are fun. And they got a weird new card in the mini expansion. So let's see what the Daku got. What the Daku doing? Java Worm Transcendent. That was a fun card. Did very weird things. I think I need to do things with my mouth tracking's gone a bit iffy. Oh, they're playing Haven. Some variety. Oh yeah, they said they liked playing Baja Ward, so they're probably playing that. I kind of want to keep all of these cards. I'll keep all of these cards. It gives me a nice spread of stuff. So they're probably, based on what they said in the stream earlier, they're probably playing they're probably playing up their heal Baja. Deck of some variety. I'm gonna play Ralmir in this case, so I can bump off that shield. They're probably going to want to stall out to get to Baja. Yeah, they're playing the heals. So I think what I'd, since like trying to push 2 damage is going to be fun, so I'm going to hold on to the Merciless Voiding until I can get it. I can get the free bonus, the bonus, because they're going to heal the 2 damage anyway. So, that's yeah. Let's get a Deus on what we want. You always want Deus Ex Machina on as long as possible. This is going to discard my hand. No, it's not, because I've got we don't want to discard this hand, so we do this to make sure we're not in resonance. Because what Deus Ex does, one of the effects of Deus Ex is if I'm in resonance, which means my deck has an even number of cards, and she discards my hands and draws 6 cards. So hello, Miraku 9. And welcome to the stream. I'm playing Shadowverse against my viewer Daku. So there's Bellara from the standard the deck, but I'm in a pretty good spot because Deus Ex is strong, so yeah, they have to trade to actually kill it. And thank you for the follow, Miraku9, is that how you say it? Okay, so this is more, we kind of just want more setup really, so I just want to get that Evo and just make a large board of artifacts, mostly with the so I kind of want the intent of having my stuff get killed off. So I want more names. I've already had a analyzing die, so I want more unique artifact names. I'm just going to play Merciful Voiding because it's efficient and it's active. And I'm discarding my hand anyway, I forgot about that. Oh. Still a fairly good hand, and we've got so yeah, they're just... yeah, I completely... Okay, so let's start with Celestial Artifacting to... thing's not a great grab, so I think I'm just going to drop Merciless. I don't know, the Cyclical... and multi-armed. Am I in resonance this turn? No, I'm not, so I might as... Actually, I do want to... I can't, Ilias, which kind of sucks. But, I might as well play out cards in my hand. An option. I kind of want to save Shion's bot to actually play the body, rather than, So yeah, Terra Fitness, because this is a Baja deck. What's there? 26. Thank you. Thank you, Miraku. It's a... Okay, so this is... Because it's probably going to try and Baja next turn. And I don't have a particularly great kind of cards. This really does kind of suck. Oh, well, I guess I am doing this now. That's just what... Like, nothing in... I might as well play this because I'm about to discard my hand from the, Deus Ex effect. Just really not great draws. Okay, this is much better. This is a much better hand. Got Genesis. I've got, Robopop, and I've got Ralmia. So, this should be able to do a lot of damage. And I've got Shion here, being a problem, being in the way. So even if they invoke Baja, I should still be able to kill. That's a bit of a problem, though. Forgot that having the damage shield is a bit of a problem, but at least... Okay. So I want to... This is a very awkward problem because I really do not want to draw any card, be in resonance, because I will instantly die. Okay, so then we play Ralmia. You can Cyclical Fate to add some cards to our hand at least. So we are actually we are safe from just dying to Yeah, so this isn't sorry, I'm having a bit of a and then we want to Robopop to knock us out of resonance. And we top deck lethal. Whoosh! Thank you for complimenting me on the cute avatar, and then immediately I do an awful cackle laugh that makes me choke. But oh, that was... Poor Daku just got very unfortunately top deck there. So on to round 2. I'll stick with the same deck. But so yeah, I can see how their deck is very, like, annoying and holds off because they've got a lot of control options. And a lot of things, but I have combos. So I'll keep full blast going second. And Yeah, this is pretty good. Uma Musume collab cards, because Cygames just can't stop collabing. They gotta collab all the time, all over the place. Why is my mouth tracking so bad today? Do I not have enough? Okay, Metron, turn 2, standard. So I could ping it off with Gilius, but it doesn't really make much difference. If they somehow banish my analyzing, I'm going to be very sad, but I don't expect their deck to random Gavel. Yeah, that's fine. They know my deck doesn't have any invocations anyway. So they'll probably bump that. And then what I will do is I'll just play Full Blast as a tooth because I've got another one in hand. And then I can use Gilius as 0 player point removal. And I don't really think it's worth killing off Metatron. It's a 1/2 ward. I'm about to drop Full Blast again this turn, so it's not it's not that much of a big deal, and they don't play much of a large board anyway, so 1 or 2 damage isn't gonna matter. But getting off the 2/2 is a bit more handy. What are you thinking, Daku? Okay, so they're just getting some more healing on board. Oh! Yeah, I won't be in resonance, so this is... This is better. Why do I keep top decking Deus Ex on turn 4? I guess it's not Deus Ex now, it's a different... It's Cyclical Fate that produces Deus Ex. So I've got that active, so I can start going nuts next turn. Okay, so Baja on 5 is a bit sad, but it's... And again, they have to do another... They get their Bellerophon active, but they don't get anything out of it. So what's my unique... Ooh, that's handy. That's pretty good. What's my unique artifact? 2 out of 6. So I will actually, rather than playing Full Blast, I want to play out this Genesis, because that'll get me up to the Robopop. That'll get me up to 6. Though I am about to discard. Let's see what I Let's knock myself out of resonance actually. So we get the free Robopop off there and don't play this analyzing. Actually, no, we can play the analyzing because it's not going to draw us a card right now. So we play this so it'll draw us a card next turn, even though it does refund us a play point from this, so we're floating a bit, but it's fine. And now we've got this wide board. They can probably clear it quite easily. Like, that's fine, they're destroying my followers. This actually survives because, and they don't get the, that Baja actually kind of screwed them over because they don't get the banish, because he only needs to see 4 followers destroyed, and because this one is immune to destroy effects, it, I think it does mean I'm not at 5 yet. I've had full, what have I had, what's my destroyed followers list, so... I think I do have to, have I had a, yeah, I'll play this then. then we... Let's do this. You can do this, get that set up, and have this, and we're not hitting. And again, we're not hitting resonance, so we get to keep our Genesis artifact, and our Genesis artifact will be active. So they're just going to play Gene, that's fine. Especially since we have Robopop to clear out. We've got more than enough ways to clear out wards. So yeah, we just go for a fairly standard I think this is just going to be a fairly standard Genesis turn. Don't really care about keeping any of these, so we just want to shoot face and see what Deus Ex gives us. Potentially lethal if they don't, but they will probably heal. And possibly get a damage shield. But I'm also just in a generally good spot. I've got Realmia. Another Cyclical Fate's always a good thing to play. Celestial can also just fetch me more artifacts, so more Genesis. I don't know if I've got a Genesis left in the deck actually. I might have discarded all of them. So there's one Baha. And Jan. Jan puts them up to 9. Which I don't think, yeah, Celestial Artifact just kills them. Oh no, up to 11. Shit. Celestial Artifact doesn't kill them. Okay. Still think I want to just... Let's do this, because if we get Genesis, that kills them. No, it doesn't, so we just want to... So we'll get some damage in, and now I don't actually have lethal, but I do have just a very strong board. Whoops, probably should have kept the Genesis artifact, but oh well. Yeah, I shouldn't have used up the Genesis Accelerate. I should have saved it because I want to actually use it to kill lethal, but I've got a fairly strong board. They can't do damage to my face. They don't have any meaningful way to kill Shion. Because it's immune to pretty much anything that anything they do that isn't just like playing a Baha and removing it. Everything else requires like a lot of other cards we played, other auto evos. Not even Holy Saber kills it. Generally, very good. Very good. But yeah, I would have liked to have... I really should have kept the Genesis artifact. Playing it was a mistake. Playing the XL was a bit of a mistake. Because it's... So Holy Saber, so it wasn't actually going to do much anyway. So this just kind of stalls, really. But, it is a bit annoying that it's, immune to damage. I want to play another one of these. And how do I want to, actually punch through? Because I might as well punch you. The problem is I don't think I can really do it without evoing. So I'm just gonna do it with multi-armed, I think, because multi-armed. Yeah, multi-armed. So even though they're immune to effect damage, which is pretty odd. So since I'm pitching this hand, I'm just going to play cards out just to. They're probably going to Baja this board, but I've got again options to hopefully kill them if they don't. I think unless they draw another Holy Saber, I think I'm good. I think. But then Holy Saber doesn't deal with this board, and I've got rushes for it. I've got Craftsman's Pride to punch through. Would have been nice to have last turn. That would have been lethal. But yeah, just Haven things, them stalling out games to try and. So they'll get their Baja invoke. It also depends if they have Terra Venus in hand. And Baja also doesn't kill Shion because she's immune to destroy effects. She's also immune to damage. The only thing she can only really be dealt with by them actually hitting her. Okay, so they've got Jean to Jean and Jilanese. Okay. So they heal a bunch, but because they're not immune to effect damage, I'm pretty sure they're still dead. But they didn't. What? You didn't. Did you run out of time, mate? Sorry. Oh dear. I think you ran out of time and didn't get to hit with the Jilanese to heal. Hello, Nana. Good to see you. How you doing? I'm beating up a viewer today. I'll do one more match with them and then I'll kick him. Because we're going over 2.5 hours. You didn't get any Terra Venuses, which would have really helped a lot. But yeah, I can see how painful your deck can be, but I think it is great DFO addiction of stuff. But yeah, Daku, I can see why you were a bit hurting there with no Terra Venuses and very late Baja. Did you just run out of time on that last turn? Or I don't know if he's still in the chat. Okay. One more. 3 out of 3. See. Okay, so I think I just want to keep multi-armed too. It's just a nice. Yep. Okay, so when you're doing this on turn 1, you don't really want to take other options. You just want to you don't want to take the forge weapon because it's because if you're running Deus Ex in the deck, it's unlikely you're going to keep the card in hand. So just having the puppets is good for board control. And there is a Cyclical Fate. And we're going first this time, so we Cyclical Fate on 5. Okay. Like, knowing their deck, I don't really need to keep this puppet around for much. And I want to play this Cyclical Fate now, so that I've got it prepped, because it doesn't get the cost reduction when you're going first. This is a 5 cost initially. I play Cyclical Fate when I have... We drew the Analyzing, which is nice. So yeah, that was a pretty good just example of using White Craftsman's Pride. It's just a nice little removal card, because it usually that's not Bellerophon, but that is Metatron. It's a different angel. Like, I do want to keep this hand for now, so I can... Like, regardless of what we draw off, this doesn't matter a lot. It's another Full Blast Gunner. So... can do, I think, is... play Full Blast and Genesis, and Evo Genesis. We don't necessarily need the shots off Full Blast. But we do need the artifact count off Genesis, and we'll be discarding this hand anyway. Both Genesises, that's annoying. So we don't really have particularly great option here. So we've only got one Genesis left in the deck now, which is unfortunate. Might as well play that. Okay, we drew our second Genesis, which is very good. There's the Terra Venus. And you want Robopop to manipulate. Both Robopop and Celestial to manipulate resonant states. We do kind of want a bit more damage in hand. I've yet to actually draw the biofabs that I've been making, which is kind of annoying. Now he's not making the same mistake, he's making sure he gets that banished, but it still blows up enough and I still get this trade. But what I'll actually do is this, because it is free. Free! I love when things are free. We're going to discard our hand unless we can oh, that's pretty good. That's a good just get some damage in then. So we do lose our hand in this case. There's nothing we can really do to stop that. But we do put on a lot of damage that hopefully they can't. heal out of. Yeah, there's no way for me to, I can shield myself. I could have, Gillian Orad. Oh well. But yeah, I've got Celestial Artifact and Gilius, a lot of, and a Supersonic Break, so I've got a lot of damage in hand right now, and Craftsman's Pride. So we'll see if they can recover from the damage I've just dealt. They've only got one banish in hand that I know of, but they might have more. And they're probably going to heal to 6. So yeah, this is... it all depends. There's a lot of ways this can go. It'll be interesting to see. Because if they, like, Holy Saber I don't think saves them, and that's their entire done. So they try and going for the Baja Invoke. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And if they don't, Baja Invoke and the Giant Happy Pig Evo. The thing is, they don't have a way to actually get their own. They can kill. They can kill one of their pigs, but they still died to Celestial Artifact, and they don't have Baja Invoke, so yeah. Sorry, doggo, it's just not in the cards. Okay, that was bad. I'm sorry, but yeah, I think I can see why your deck's it's good. So let's just get out of here. But I think against possibly Artifact Portal has a good strong up because it has. I think your deck is fairly weak to burst damage. Like that's just a case of any kind of control heal deck. It's weak to burst and combo. That's just the nature of those kinds of decks. Like you've got tech against it with the Hermit or whatever it is, the one that gives you the damage shield. But specifically against stuff like Artifact, who does damage in a lot of instances, it's not that great against it. I can see other decks. I can see your deck probably also being weak to, like, possibly weak to mono, especially if they do mono on a vampy turn. I don't think your deck really, like, because that just tends to kill you before you can manage it. But like against all kinds of slower decks, I can see your deck doing pretty well against Swordcraft because it can control the board and heal the damage they do through. And that's pretty good because a lot of people are playing Swordcraft right now. It's very popular. And I think with the healing and control you have, you're probably pretty favored against it. Portal, you're probably also pretty favored against Resonance, because Resonance likes to chip people down and you've got enough, like, and Heal Haven just gradually heals up against it. But yeah, Artifact is just too explosive, I think. And there's too many ways to, yeah, that makes sense. If you can get the shields up to block the mono damage, I can see why. But I can see why your deck, on ladder your deck probably does pretty well. Because I can imagine you've got lots of tech against wide boards, you've got lots of, you've just got lots of stuff that's very good against, because I think one of the things that my deck probably holds pretty well against Control and Baja is just Shion, because you don't have a deck that's built all around banishing and destroy and damage effects doesn't really have many ways to deal with it. You need to have a board-based removal. You need to have follower-based removal to deal with Shion. And your deck doesn't really have that. So I can see why that's a pretty tough card to go up against on that deck, but you don't see Shion that often. Like, especially not just playing it out as the follower herself. Yeah. Still not entirely sure about Gilius, but worst case, it's 0 play point, deal 2 damage. And I guess he's a Storm with summons fucking Realmia? Gilius is just in so many decks. Yeah, most... Well, like people playing Shion mostly for the Excel. Or just what you've seen against ladder. But, yeah, like in most cases, most people will play Shion as the acceleration because they're trying to block large burn damage from Earthright Rune and Spell Boost, Earthright Rune and Spell Boost Rune, and what's that? And some Dragoncraft effects. But against a lot of decks, the Mercurial Might itself doesn't actually stop that much. Like, what, I'm just trying to think what kind of... Like, it stops against other Artifact Portal decks. It stops a lot. It doesn't work against, Hello, Handsome Lake. Thank you for the follow. Just talking about Shadowverse and things, and... Just talking because I was just playing some games against Daku in chat. I'm just talking about the matchups against their deck. I was playing Artifact Portal against their Heal Haven. Yeah, I think, like, Amulet might be a thing, it might be... Or it might be a thing. Definitely, I think Amulet will be a thing. What is the, Let me just double check what the new Amulet Haven cards are, because it's Super Skullfane. Hello, Handsome Lick. Thank you for following and saying hi. Do I have some extras? I do have some extras. Let's look for some extras whilst we're here. But, yeah, so we go. Havencroft, Godworm, Gold Legendary. But yeah, because it is new Skullfane, which I think can be very spicy once people figure out how to play with it. And Guide to the Virtuous is a very nice deck in more Heal Haven focused decks. But yeah, I would be interested to see some Skullfane based decks come out. Because I think you can have some very yeah, there's currently not that many. Like, I can still see there being some exclusives. Like I said, this you can get it's like just you can insta pop this if you have the 5 allied amulets. But yeah, it just needs a bit. I think it just needs a bit more. He just needs a bit more in the amulet support thing. So definitely a card to look out for. Because I think there's going to be some very spicy... What's rotating out for Haven in terms of... Like, they're not losing... They've lost Jatelant already. So, as there was Haven, there's like, it's not really losing that much in terms of amulets. So they'll probably get a few. Like, this is probably the biggest thing they're losing on that front. That and the Meowskas and Konsu, maybe. Konsu, Unlikely Fellowship. Those are the real big losses for Haven, but otherwise, main things Haven's losing is Eris, but Eris hasn't really been in a deck for a while. The only thing really losing is Imperial Unicorn for Wardhaven, which they might just replace with another one play, but there's, again, options to replace that. There's a one play point Sublime Amulet that some people don't really run. So Haven's not losing a great deal because Eris was already on her way out, I think. She still appears in decks. And of course Marlone was completely replaced by Super Swole. What's his face? Marwyn. Marlone, Marwyn. That's confusing. But yeah, so Haven's not really losing. Banish might be. I did play like a Banish amulet when Jatelant was still around. That was very good. So Banish would be using cards from Paradise mainly. I mean, you've got Vajra Champion is still really, like, I did play a little bit more. I did play a, yeah, that must have been when Jatelant was still around. But yeah, I think what Amulet Haven would like an Amulet Banish Haven would need is like another good Storm Amulet, like another follower off Storm, rather than things that need some damage to kind of go along with that. But you can definitely fit like All Feeling Divine in an Amulet deck. It's just a solid card that adds some more damage and control, even if you're not running a full-on Banish-based deck, I think. And it sounds cool. Because Haven's best damage dealer right now is still Holy Saber. And I don't think and an Amulet deck wouldn't have that many, doesn't really have free Evos, apart from like Pegasus Knight. So you'd rather want you need a finisher to be on par with Holy Saber, essentially. So if we look at the we look at just rotation, Havencraft, and then we look for Storm. You've got a Banish effect card, Holy Saber, Caladrius. Yeah, God of Curses is just kind of awkward, I find. You definitely need... God of Curses is there more to soften up your opponent than actually reduce the max HP to 0, even though that is funny. But yeah, like, these are all the cards that have Storm, and that one doesn't even... There's like some... I guess there's some amulets that make Storm followers. This isn't actually very helpful in finding them. But, if we look at rotation amulet cards, it's going to argue in that Crusader's Rallying Cry is only a 2/1 Storm. So your Heavenly Help's pretty alright. The other 1% is an old basic card, it's useless. Sacred Cowl, you've got your Mighty Baptism is okay. Kind of. Yeah, it's just not quite there yet, but I think it's got the potential. Because you've got so many, like, good amulet bear cards all together. You got Sacred Lion to, there's things. You got Vajra Champion. It's very funny playing Vajra Champion when it first came out, as people did not understand how the Clash worked, and just tried to trade followers into it, not realizing he just eats them. Agent of the Gods is alright, but yeah, there's just... You need something that's got a bit more damage and spice, because Skullfane only deals 4. So you're 4 plus 2. So given the if you're blowing up a couple of amulets, you get 4 plus what? 5 damage maybe? Which is only really worth it if you've had a couple of turns of God of Curses reducing their max HP. So there's just not a Panda Paladin still in rotation is bad, but I think Panda Paladin's rotating out soon. So, and also just a really clunky amulet with a high cost and short cooldown, so it's really hard to set it up properly. But yeah, I think an Amulet Haven deck will work, and it will be very expensive because there's a lot of legendary cards that go into it. But I think it just needs that little more. It needs a little more damage. It needs the kind of damage that J Talent did, basically. So streaming for... We are hitting about the close up to the 3-hour mark, so I don't know. I think I'll play a couple more games just on ladder. See how. Actually, let's. Yeah, it's just on the cusp of being potentially like good. You know what? I am gonna go back to my old Open 6. For people who weren't here, Open 6 is a arena-based format where you open 6 packs of cards and you make a deck with the cards you get, and you have to try and win as many matches with that deck. And one of the packs has a so I think. Yeah, I think we do want to keep Chrono Witch just because it's... But yeah, we don't really... So yeah, this is a way of getting more rewards, and the packs you open you get to keep, so it's kind of like a Magic the Gathering draft, except for these slightly blue ones, which came from a Phantom pack that only has rare cards in it. But let's see, like I kind of want to keep Chrono Witch, but there's no real... I think it might be better to I think it's better to focus on a focus on a more tempo-y, like, Earthright deck. We want to keep some things. We want to keep Juno because that's very good at generating things. Goblin Assault's worth keeping. My Veil is worth keeping as an AoE option. Stereo we can take out. Orchestral Mage we can take out. Acid Golem we want to keep. Anna we can take out. Wise Owl we're taking out because we're taking out all these spell boost based cards. We don't have enough festive cards for that. You're just a bad card even in the deck that you were supposed to be good at. Birth of the Ravenous is pretty good to keep. So this is Ambitious Goblin Mage. Warrior Maestro, what are you? That's pretty good. We take out the spell boost, chanting spell boost. So okay, we've got a kind of rough tempo-y dirt rune deck going on here. And let's see how many matches we can win. And if we win all 5, I will be sad because I already crafted one of those Mysterias. I'll pick something else, maybe Chrono Witch. Because that's sticking around for a bit. But realistically, we're not going to win 5 matches. It's very hard. So not... I probably shouldn't have kept Blazing Bomb, but still usually comes. This is a pretty good start. There's lovely art on the Hermit of Truth. Let's check who's the artist on that one. Yeah, this is a pretty good start. We get to draw a lot of cards. So far, so good. We would like some. Ooh, that's not great. We might have to burn this Earthen Fist because we really don't want that sticking around. Ooh. Yeah, we kind of have to Earthen Fist that just as removal. Means we've lost our Earthen Fist, which means we don't get to keep it around, but it's not